everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path, where we are continuing on in the second case of the game, The Imprisoned Turnabout. Alright, so we are investigating and searching in the boxer's jail cell. So let's see. We have a lot of stuff to look at. Oh, little bowl of food. Let's look at this first.
Mr. Edgeworth, how many minutes do you think this hourglass goes for?
Albert is a former boxer, so I'd say 3 minutes. In a boxing match, each round lasts for 3 minutes.
Bzzz, wrong! The correct answer is around 2 minutes. Why? Well, because the glass is cracked and some sand has spilled out.
What? How could I miss that? Well, that was a very good attention to detail. Giving the prisoners a heater is careless. They're much too lenient here, I think so.
Did this guy use the heater every day?
It was probably for his weight management, since training was his hobby.
Wouldn't his partner, Rocky, get too hot?
I think their combination is hot enough. Yeah, all that body heat, because they're always on top of each other like that. Alright. Who is that supposed to be? It looks like the... What's her name? the warden. Alright, Missile is barking.
Aha!
Oh no, I thought she said aha, but it's... You want a box too, Missile? Look at him go. This can't be. Detective, move this sandbag at once.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Oh. This is... Uh-oh.
Hey, Missile, come back here.
I'm going too.
Hold it.
I'll stop him, sir. It's too tight for me, sir. My butt is too big.
He's too bootylicious. Detective, I thought you were starving. What's the meaning of this? Too much ramen, I guess? It can't be helped. I'll have to wait for her to contact me. Oh, whoops, my bad. I didn't know we wouldn't be able to look around the rest of the jail cell. Aw, man, that would have been nice to look around and see more of the stuff. I had no idea that that was the thing. Hello, Kay, are you alright?
Don't get so worked up. Right now, I'm in the detention center.
The detention center?
That hole comes out at Knightley's cell.
Oh, how convenient. Really? Stay where you are. I'm coming over there now. Huh. Oh, I guess Gumshoe did end up being able to go through. Was Edgeworth like pushing him like, get through there? Just like kicking his butt like, get in there. Until he went through. March 28th, 5:04 p.m. Detention Center Holding Cell. Kay.
Mr. Edgeworth, I really helped out, didn't I?
Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured.
The floorboards have been ripped out from under the bed, sir.
Ah. That looks like an easy way to get some splinters. Ow. I see. It seems we found what we were looking for. I can't believe they didn't notice that before, you know? The passageway between the detention center and prison is blocked by solid doors. However, there was a secret underground tunnel beneath it. We were following a sweet scent and arrived here. That means The scent must have come from Knightley's body.
Okay.
Come to think of it, his body was covered in dirt. It may have been caused by passing through the tunnel. Kay, what was the inside of the tunnel like?
It was pitch black, so I really couldn't see much, but I took some photos.
Please show us.
Oh.
This is... Spoons and forks, were these used to dig the tunnel? But more importantly, what are these footprints? These footprints, could they belong to a dog?
Maybe? They don't look super dog-like to me, though. Maybe it's his little... If it's in his room, then you would think the bear, right?
This will surely be vital evidence. However, before we consider that, we have a big problem. A problem? J. Elbert could use this tunnel to move around freely. Detective, confirm his whereabouts post-haste. Perhaps he's...
You may be right, sir. This is a big deal. Isn't he supposed to be in, like, solitary?
After speaking with the guards, the search for J. Elbert was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and cranny, you taught them well, of the detention center and the prison.
See, for someone who says you search every nook and cranny, I mean, you didn't let me continue to look in his jail cell, and then you guys missed the big hole in the floor, so,
But in the end, they found no sign of him.
Uh-oh. March 28th, 5:34 p.m., Detention Center hallway.
Did you contact the police? Yes, ma'am, we've already done that. We've set up a security perimeter around the prison, ma'am. Right. This is the first scandal in our prison's history. We're so sorry. She's completely different from before. Mr. Edgeworth, was it? Thank you for finding the escapee's tunnel. But it's a little too late. Mr. Albert has long since left here. I don't believe he has gone beyond the detention center. There are security gates located at the exit of the detention center. I believe it would have been difficult to get through those, wouldn't you agree? Maybe he has another tunnel. We certainly can't deny that possibility, however... Anyway, there's no use in you being here now. Please return to your investigation. Yes, we'll do that. You guys, get back to your posts too. Yes, ma'am. Detective Gumshoe, sir, you've got the results of that blood test you requested.
Good work, pal.
These are the forensic results on the bloodstain found in Knightley's cell.
So, what's it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
The blood is confirmed to have been Knightley's.
Okay.
Hey now, that's good news. We found the bloodstain in Knightley's cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell. We have all the evidence we need. It's time we ask Dogan a few questions. Dogan, did you say? Please, use utmost caution. That man even has henchmen outside of the prison. Outside of the prison? Is this related to his secret trade routes as the supplier?
The police have been searching for Dogen's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but... So that means back then.
So he still won't talk, even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred. Aha.
That's right, I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed. That assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh? You had evidence transferred from the precinct. Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogen. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but no matter how much evidence we have on him, we can't get a single word out of him. The warden interrogates him herself. Why go that far? Lose your focus and he'll eat you alive. Be on your guard. Whoa, you've made Uncle Ray a little nervous.
Okay. Oh no, they're here. Here we go. March 28th, 5:55 p.m. Prison Special Cell.
Judge Courtney, what are you doing here? Questioning a prisoner. Did you forget that we're investigating as well? Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again. I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words. I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come for a testimony about the truth of this case which you have overlooked.
What did I do for your voice? Oh, it's been so long. Dang it. The problem with this game I keep having is that the gaps of time in between I see characters is so long that I keep forgetting the voices I do for them.
You mean to say you require my humble services? As I promised, I've returned to prove that you are the culprit. Interesting. Do tell.
Before that, you should first listen to our reasoning. We can say with confidence that Simon Keyes is the culprit. Only Simon Keyes could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison. And we can show proof of this fact. But first, I'd like to hear your resolve, Prosecutor Edgeworth. If our reasoning is correct, will you submit it to us? Your prosecutor's badge.
Damn, lady. She's like really after him. You'll deprive him of his badge? Is that a threat, pal?
No, it's not a threat. Rather, an act of compassion. Normally, I wouldn't even have taken notice of you, since you have no right to investigate. However, if you are able to show proper resolve, I would be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge.
Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth, sir!
Very well. I trust my own reasoning, but moreover, at the moment I am currently a defense attorney's assistant first and a prosecutor second. I will not sully the good name of the Edgeworth law offices.
Aww. I'm sure Ray's like, oh, he's all touched.
I intend to see my job through. I won't yield to your threats.
Get her!
So be it. Is this bravery or simply foolishness? On the goddess of law's behalf, I shall be the judge of that. Sebastian, allow me to... Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine.
Alright, movement to the prison.
I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday. He attacked a guard and stole his keys. Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by his cell with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid in the cage while it was moved to the prison workroom. So, Mr. Keyes went to his cell after all. After hearing you talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated it ourselves. Why don't you have a look? I have here a printout of the security camera footage. This is the moment when Mr. Keyes visits Knightley. Exactly. As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reasoning. A blind spot. That means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. At this time, there's still the possibility that Knightley never left his cell.
But why would he be hiding inside an animal cage?
Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That is the only possibility.
A prison escape? That's so cool!
Okay.
First Mr. Owlbird, and now Mr. Knightley. I won't let them show me up.
Kate, this isn't the time to get excited. J. Elbert's escape is no laughing matter. Simon Keyes was aiding Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, he was an accomplice.
Not bad, Simon.
Don't praise him! That cage was transported temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. He would then be carried out along with the cage. I presume that was the plan. However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keyes and murdered. Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense. However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything.
A hole, you say? Okay, how are we gonna do this? Yeah, I don't want to press everything because I really just want to get to the heart of it. But I'll press ones that seem very more important. So let's press this one.
Do you have proof Knightley stole the keys? It is the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley would have attacked the guard. We will know for certain the moment the guard regains consciousness. Is that really true? Should I ask Judge Courtney for more information?
Yeah, might as well.
There is one point in your reasoning that is odd. If Knightley did indeed steal the key, I'd expect he tried to escape immediately. Was it really necessary for him to wait for Mr. Keyes to help him escape?
Yeah, that's a good point.
He simply chose the method with the highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage. As he waited for the opportune moment. That is what I believe. He concealed the key. Judge Courtney, such an oversight is unlike you. Knightley could not have concealed the key, and I can prove it. Knightley did not hide the key, and the proof is... the fact that it wasn't on him? Wait, what does it say? Her location unknown. Because it would have been on his body? Is that what we're gonna say? I mean, that kind of makes sense. Oh, I was worried for a second because the music didn't stop. Haven't the guards informed you yet? They searched Knightley after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found. Since the key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold. She seems very calm, though. That is not an issue. There is an explanation. Mr. Knightley had the key. It simply wasn't found. The reason being, he concealed it inside the chessboard. The chessboard? You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon? Come now. How do we know whether or not the murder weapon was really there?
What? Take some responsibility for your own words.
That was all Sebastian's idea, after all. Throwing him under the bus. So, those two don't always agree on their reasoning. In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. When Simon Keyes arrived, Mr. Knightley used the key to slip out of his cell. He entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom. All thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keyes. Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried outside after the show had ended. However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance. Mr. Keyes performed in the show. He would have had no opportunity to murder him during the circus performance. Uh-oh. No opportunity. Is that so? A story plays itself out on the stage. And such was the case with the animal show. So she examined the content of the show. The suspect plays the role of the villain who antagonizes the elephant heroine. In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love, and all ends well. At that point, the suspect in the role of the villain is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit. Blown away by the elephant.
Was he hurt?
After being blown away, the suspect disappeared from the stage. The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes. Are you saying the crime was committed during that time? Even in such a short period of time, it would still be possible to carry out the murder.
That's so dumb. Like, if he was with him at late at night, why would he wait until, like, morning the next day to murder him during the show? Like, it's just... Maybe she's trying to say he was trying to give himself an alibi, but everything's just really dumb to me. And she still doesn't really have an explanation for the motive, you know? If they're friends and he's helping him escape, why is he suddenly going to turn around and kill him?
Don't you think so?
I think you got your answer there. He says no.
So he committed the crime in 15 minutes and then returned to the stage. That may have been possible if the crime scene had been the prison. Judge Courtney, the actual crime took place in the detention center. I'm afraid I cannot accept that camera footage alone as evidence.
We have more than that now.
As for evidence, I have it.
Well then, please show us your evidence. Where is the evidence that shows the scene of the crime was the detention center?
I would say it would be the floor, the bloodstain? Yeah.
This is the floor. Oh, goddess of law, I'm unable to comprehend your mysterious ways.
She's like, you're showing me the floor? What is wrong with you?
This is what we discovered. The area here was tested positive for Mr. Knightley's blood. This blood test, can it really be trusted? To begin with, how were you able to conduct a scientific investigation? Huh. I happen to have a subordinate. I can't vouch for his competence.
Wow, rude, unnecessary.
But he is a man that I trust. That detective, this concerns me. I cannot think why one would disturb the order of law. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee's influence goes as far as the police department. Gummy's in trouble!
Like, well, his salary can't get much lower, right? So...
Forgive me, detective. I'm afraid something bad may come of this. I will accept the fact that blood was found at the detention center as evidence. However...
How ridiculous. This is unthinkable of you, you third-rate prosecutor. What? Why are you sticking your nose into this? Go away. Mr. DeVest, you're here. Oh, that's such a burn. I'd completely forgotten about him. There's a giant contradiction in your statement. According to the security tape, a dog killed Knightley in his cell. Then, after he left the cell, the blood on the floor was wiped away. Ah! Did the dog wipe away the blood stains? As if that could happen. Okay, he actually has a point. Dang it.
That is possible. Of my Anubis, right boy.
What?
That was one of the tricks I taught him while I was still in the outside world. He makes sure to hide any bloodstains he makes.
Okay, why are you helping us convict you? What are you doing? I mean, you're already in jail, but still.
So as not to leave behind any evidence.
Awkward moment. I was saved, if only by chance. Shouldn't you have taught your dog to shake or something?
Anubis also performs that trick very well. But the shake I taught him is a little different from others. First, he bites the victim's hand.
Stop! 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 I don't want to hear anymore!
I see. I understand, Prosecutor Edgeworth. It appears you've gathered a good hand.
But we will have to see what else she has to say about that in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye!